Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gents. It's Tony from Holiday Rep Adventures bringing you another video from here in Playa de las Americas. And if you're new to the channel, I'm documenting my time as a holiday rep working for Airtours Holidays back in the 90s, and I've come back to where it all began. Directly behind me is the KN Columbus, which in those days was just called the Apart Hotel Columbus, and that was one of the many hotels that I was a holiday rep in for all you holiday makers back in the day. So join me as we take a trip down memory lane, and I'm going to take a walk now and show you what's around and about the immediate area. So if we turn the camera around, you can see I'm outside the Barranco Apartments. Now this wasn't one used by Airtours Holidays. The layout of it is a little bit different, so but I've never been in one of the apartments myself. If you've stayed here, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts were of the Barranco Apartments itself. But next door is a Hyperdino supermarket. There's also one which is slightly larger across the road underneath the second block of the KN Columbus. So you've got the left block, that's the one I used to live in, facing the pool, which is in the center. I have got a video on the KN Columbus on the channel, so if you've not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe, tick the bell for notifications of when I upload a new video, and check out the Tenerife playlist. There's also a Lanzarote playlist there if you're looking at trying Lanzarote or you want to reminisce about your time on the island of Lanzarote. I've got a number of videos in the Lanzarote playlist for the resort of Puerto del Carmen, one of the main resorts on that island itself. I have traveled further afield, so if you enjoy this video, you enjoy the content on my channel, please make sure you tick the like button. That will help YouTube to recommend my videos to more people and help the channel grow, and in return I'll be able to travel and share more travel content with you. So across the road from the KN Columbus, you've got the Jersey Cow. It's a cabaret show bar. It's been there for many years, and the El Dorado Apartments directly behind it. Back in the day, in the 90s, that used to be a Club 18 to 30 accommodation. In the height of summer, I was allocated a room there as my own accommodation because the Columbus was so busy they needed the spare room. Unfortunately, that was the nature of the beast. As a holiday rep, you did get moved from complex to complex, hotel to hotel, etc. So I used to, and a lot of the 18 to 30 holiday makers could see me going into my room, which is round the other side. I talk about that in one of my other videos. Again, you will see it on the playlist for Tenerife, and I would be forever being woken up with questions by drunken holiday makers at all sorts of hours. It was always entertaining, but I also liked my sleep. So we're going to continue. We've got the supermarket here at the Barranco Apartments. We've got a hairdresser's, and we've got the Waikiki Sports Bar. So this used to be a cocktail bar, which a few of us as reps would end up in the evening time, have a Bailey's on ice. That was one of my regulars. But yeah, it's changed to a Waikiki Sports Bar now. You've got some excursion offices there just across the road. And you've got, as you continue down to the junction, you've got a variety of eateries, etc. Check out one of my videos where I explain how I was arrested in Tenerife The money exchange where I went was directly down here, just before you come to the Banco Santander on the corner. It's no longer there, but that's also the Colon apartments, just on top of the restaurants and eateries along that side of the road. On this side, there's a continuation of some bars and restaurants, etc. Some of them showing live sports, serving food, and there's also live entertainment. 2 minutes down this road, you'll come to the junction. You can turn right to get to the Veronica's area and head out further towards Treviscus, Adeke, and Playa Finyabe, etc. If you turn left, you'll head in the direction of the Golden Mile, a selection of 4- and 5-star hotels. Again, I've done a walkthrough of the Hotel Volcano. It's a lovely 4-star hotel with a very grand entrance area in the reception. So the video of that will be on the channel, if not already. And this road here takes us up to Las Piramides. And it's a pyramid-shaped apart hotel, and quite basic accommodation. I think it's still a 3-star accommodation. It is basic. When I worked here, it used to be used by Club 18 to 30 again, but in the height of summer, when the apartments would advise us that or the hotels would advise us that they've not managed their reservation systems properly. I laugh now, but it was a horrendous situation to be in, not only as reps, but I can only imagine traveling on holiday and you find out the hotel you'd booked and planned for, you'd researched, you'd spent enough time looking at the holiday brochures. This was all the days before the internet was available, and on arrival you're told it's fully booked. Very frustrating, I can imagine. So I was contacted on an afternoon to say that you need to go and prepare and have a chat with the staff at Las Piramides, and that's how it's pronounced, just for info. Las Piramides, there you can see the sign there, shaped like a pyramid with the way the building is angled. So I was told to go make contact with the staff. There was flights arriving that day, and Airtours Holidays were placing a lot of allocated on arrival deals into Las Piramides. So there you can see the entrance to Las Piramides, and it's directly opposite the Jacaranda apartments. So this gives you a little bit of bearing, and you've got some great scenery just in the distance. So I'm going to go in, have a quick chat with the hotel staff, and just see if they'll allow me to show you the main communal areas of the apart hotel, and I'll be back in a moment. I'll either be inside or back outside on the street. Bear with me. It's only out of respect that I do this. Well, ladies and gents, continuing from the main entrance, I've had a chat with one of the reps in the hotel. I've had a chat with the hotel staff, and just going to spend a few moments in here in the Piramides, just showing you around the area. Again, you'll see when we turn around, there is a pool area, there's a bar, and snacks are available from the bar. The staff are very friendly, and you can see the shape of the building if we just turn around. And this is the apart hotel, Las Piramides. So you've got a great pool area here, toilets are on site, and there's darts being played. You've got the pool area here, and very good complex. Hola, ¿qué tal? There's a pool bar, and you can get some snacks in here. The general pool bar, snack bar types of foods, and drinks as well are on offer. Just pan around, you can see plenty of sun loungers, a very large pool, and we come in to the bar itself. I'm going to keep talking. This is where you can come for some snacks again, have a drink. It's a restaurant area downstairs, so if you're on a half-board basis, then you'll be catered for here, and they have some entertainment on here as well. So this is the pool bar area. You come out to the reception area. I'm led to believe that, in fact, the restaurant and the buffet is downstairs. So I remember walking down these stairs. I'll tell you more about it towards the end of the video. So keep watching, don't miss out. But it is a nice complex to look at. The layout is like a pyramid. This was where I did a welcome meeting. Through those doors you can go into a large hall which is underground. It doesn't look like it's used at the moment, but you've got a spacious area, seating area down here. There's some washing machines there in the distance next to a couple of pool tables, and it's open plan in the center. It's a nice decoration here in the center, and a variety of tropical plants. But you've got the pool area there, pool tables there. You've got a seating area outside, and you'll have to bear in mind that you're not always guaranteed a sea view if you come to the Las Piramides. You may be allocated one of the rooms, if we just look back up towards the center, that has a indoor facing area to this side, but you can get out and about, go and relax around the pool. So there's another seating area there, and then the restaurant, which I believe is access through the doors there. Now, they have got some rules for the restaurant, so just for safety, it's common sense really. Don't enter the restaurant if you've just come out of the pool. Make sure you're dry, and don't enter without shoes and adequate clothes. So don't go in there in your bikini or swimwear. Make sure you're dressed appropriately, and it all helps keep the area safe. So they do a all-inclusive option, which includes breakfast, snacks, lunch, snacks, and evening meal. So they offer self-catering facilities as well, but there you can see, we'll just have a quick look inside the restaurant, and it's a buffet style meal. So it's currently closed at the moment. I can't show you that, but quite a spacious restaurant. If you're looking at booking Las Piramides, then bear all the above in mind. Now, Jet2 operate Las Piramides. I'm not sure if TUI do. If you know, leave a comment down below. But you've seen the pool area, you've seen where the location of the restaurant is, and this is the central area is quite nice to sit and relax. If you just want to get out of the shade, you want a bit of quiet away from the pool, you can have a seat in this area. This is all changed down below. It used to be the entrance to a large hall, and I remember coming down these stairs with a lot of holiday makers to hold a welcome meeting. So make sure you listen to the end, and we'll cover that interesting story with you. But coming back up to reception, it's a very nice complex to come to. It's a really good location, and I'm going to make my way outside now. We've got a shop on site as well, a little supermarket where you can come and get snacks, drinks, etc., and a large reception area. It's very nice. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. Bye.
Take care. Gracias. Adios. And we'll continue the story as we make our way outside of Las Pirámides. So again, you've got another pool table there. We'll make our way up the stairs, and you can come outside the hotel. We've got the Jacaranda apartments on the left, and I'll give you a view. We'll look back at the Las Pirámides in just a second, but look at the skyline just in the distance there. Incredible. You can see from some of the early morning videos I've filmed, not a cloud in the sky, but you can see they've gathered in the distance up in the mountain range, and very normal for Tenerife. So it may say cloudy on your weather app. Try not to pay too much attention to the weather app. It's never 100% accurate. So there we have a quick tour around the Las Pirámides. 3-star accommodation, basic, very close to all the amenities, and a good option to select if you want somewhere cheap and cheerful for your stay in Playa de las Americas. Now, again, this is a good location for those of you that are wanting the short walk to the Veronicas complex. It's literally back down the road. When you get to the junction, turn right, and then at the end of the road, turn right again. It'll take you about a 10-minute walk to get down Veronicas. You'll also find dotted around the areas walkways, which I'm going to point out now to you. My personal recommendation is, in fact, let me show you this. We've just come across a cockroach. Now what you'll find is we get cockroaches here in the Canary Islands purely for the climate, not because of dirt or hygiene reasons. So if you see cockroaches, do not panic. Just leave them be. They'll soon move away. They're probably more frightened than you are of them, trust me. But this cockroach here is minding its own business, and it's here again because of the heat. Nothing more. So you'll find here there's some walkways spread around Las Americas, and this walkway, it's got some steps taking you down, and it will take you down to the Las Americas area of Veronicas. It'll take about 5 minutes to walk downhill, but once you've had a few drinks at night, make sure you are not walking back up this way. Hi guys, you alright? Not the safest place to walk up when you're coming back up from a night out at Veronica's. So for those of you that are going down to Veronica's, be very careful down here. It's better to be safe rather than sorry. Stick to the main roads, and if you're going out in a group, you arrive to Veronica's as a group, make sure you leave as a group as well. Don't leave your friends or other group members to walk up this way back to Las Piramides. A little tip for you there, it's very easy to hide in the bushes in this section, and I remember some stories from when I was younger, but again, panic not, just be street smart and stick to the main roads, or grab yourself a taxi at the end of your night out. There was a taxi rank just at the top of the main road of Veronica's, and you can access that. But very quickly, back to the story of Las Piramides. Now, I was contacted in the afternoon whilst working here on the island of Tenerife by the office saying we've got 100 odd holiday makers that have been booked into Las Piramides on an allocated on arrival deal because the island was getting quite full with accommodation. So picture this, I make my way up to Las Piramides, speak to the hotel staff at the time and tell them, yeah, we've got all these bookings coming in, and I just need to make sure we're all set for the welcome meeting the following morning. So I'm taken downstairs, shown the hall, which is one of the doors I've pointed out earlier in the video, and I'll just turn the camera around and we walk in, and I'm shown a big hall with a stage, and I ask about, will there be welcome drinks available for all the holiday makers? Is there enough seating here for everybody? And I am assured, yes, everything will be prepared. Because the hall hadn't been used and the hotel hadn't received such a large influx of holidaymakers in one time, they hadn't had time to prepare and clean out the unused hall, so it was very dusty. So I leave the Las Piramides thinking, perfect, I've had a chat with the staff, everything is all arranged, and it will be tidied up for the morning. I was reassured there'll be welcome drinks, some sangria on arrival, and I could give all the holidaymakers the necessary information, sell them excursions, and give them all the assistance they needed. Why wouldn't I expect anything to be different? People were coming on holiday, they'd be in a good mood and looking forward to enjoying their stay. The next morning arrives, I see all the holidaymakers in reception, announce my arrival and ask them, all the Airtours guests, to follow me as we walk down the stairs and into the hall. I switched the lights on and could see the trays of sangria left on the tables, and to my horror I see a cockroach whiz across the table past the sangria, not going anywhere near it, but there was a layer of dust still on the table. I continue the welcome meeting, and I thought I gave as much helpful information as possible as we walk away now from the Las Piramides. And normally at the end of a welcome meeting I would at least get a little round of applause. People would have been laughing at my jokes, some funny stories about the island that I would share with the holidaymakers, but there was a deadly silence, and I couldn't blame the holidaymakers at all. Some had issues with their room. I ended up staying here all afternoon, dealing with the issues of the accommodation. People weren't happy with the accommodation. They listed various issues, etc. So instead of finishing at 12:30 lunchtime, I remained at the hotel for the duration of the day, helping the holidaymakers get the various issues resolved. Having spoken to the rep on site today, I've been reassured that they don't have those issues now. They have a different restaurant, which I pointed out to you in the video. When I worked here, the restaurant was a small restaurant on the reception level, but it's clear it's gone through a period of refurbishment. The reception is a completely different layout. The staff are really helpful and friendly. So don't let this one story put you off of coming to the Las Piramides. It's in an ideal location if you want to visit all the different parts of the resort. It will take you about a 15-20 minute walk in that direction to the Golden Mile, the Parque de la Paz apartment complexes, and you can get to Los Cristianos from there. You've got about 8 to 10 minute walk to either Veronica's, which is in this direction, or the Gaelic Corner if you like your live entertainment. A couple of Irish bars there, which is close to an area called the Patch here in Las Americas. If you want some traditional fish and chips, then Palm's Chippy is there. Again, it's about a 10-minute walk from here, a leisurely stroll to Palm's Chippy. That's directly below the H10 Las Palmeras. Again, that's another hotel that I used to be a rep in. Never had any complaints from anybody there. And that's it for today's video. My nightmare visit, and I'm glad I was able to resolve all the issues for the holidaymakers. That was the #1 priority, and I had a great time looking after them. You have to understand that as a holiday rep, once you sorted a problem out for the holidaymakers, even if it seemed very minor to you as a rep, it was a major thing for the holidaymakers, because they'd saved up, they'd looked forward to coming, and who doesn't want to come on holiday and have everything just as you imagined? So it was worth making the effort to make sure that all the issues were resolved for the holidaymakers, and I was able to leave there at the end of the day feeling pleased that people could get on and enjoy the rest of their holiday, and that in turn made my life a lot easier too. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, a trip down memory lane and a walk around Las Piramides apartments here in Playa de las Americas. Like I said, it's a good location if you want something cheap and cheerful to stay in during your stay in Las Americas. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, tick the bell notification so you can be notified of when I upload another video, and leave me a comment down below. If you stayed at the Las Piramides, what are your thoughts of the accommodation? Share it so those that have never been can hear your point of view rather than just listening to me. And check out the playlist for Tenerife. I also have another one for the island of Lanzarote. If you've never been to Lanzarote and you fancy a change, Lanzarote is my second favorite destination after Tenerife. So check out the videos on the playlist from the resort, one of the main resorts of Puerto del Carmen. And once again, thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy the video, give me a thumbs up, tick the like button, and let YouTube know that people are enjoying watching these videos and my trip down memory lane, and they'll share them to more and more people where they might benefit from the information shared. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.